So we're at Goose Island State Park here, just outside of Rockport, Fulton, kind of the Twin Cities. And we're gonna go in today to check them out. This is a really cool state park. There's some, especially if you're a birder, there's all kinds of birds here. We did get to see a couple of whooping cranes yesterday.
From very far, but
from far, but it was better than paying the $55 each for the tour on the boat, I think. And hopefully we'll see some more of those today. We'll maybe get out on the bicycles, but right now we're gonna head into Rockport and see what trouble we can't find.
By the way, we were told that we were lucky enough because we got the best spot in the entire campground, so I agree.
Yeah, I agree. There's nobody here next to us at all. We're right out here on the bay, and it's literally the last spot. And that's our view when we wake up in the morning, so pretty nice.
Neighbors coming, so
let's rock and roll, lady. So we stopped just outside of the Goose Island State Park. We think those white birds, we think some of them might be whooping cranes, but we forgot our binoculars and they're not making any whooping sounds. So we don't know. And if you don't know the significance of whooping cranes, you're gonna have to Google that. Okay, we were just told by a birding lady that in fact, they were not whooping cranes, that they're like some kind of giant snowy white egret or something like that.
But
I don't know if she knows what she's talking about.
But we're in the right location for something magnificent.
Yeah, what we're gonna show you guys right now is pretty darn cool. So
we need to walk in.
Check this out. Okay, Lori. Oh, I just fell off the curb. So, we are here at the big tree.
What's the significance of the big tree is that estimated to be 1,000-year-old oak tree, the oldest tree. I don't know, in the country?
Can't be in the country now. There's older, I think.
Are you sure?
I think there's older.
Probably redwoods, right? It's like,
yeah, some of the redwoods.
But it's damn old.
And we're gonna find out right now. Here's some fast facts. Well, we would have liked to have gone in there, but one of the hazards of traveling on a Monday is that stuff like that are closed. But that was the Rockport Fulton mansion. I have no idea what the significance of that is, because we're not going inside, but you can Google it. Okay, Lorena.
Yes.
So Rockport? Where are we? Rockport, Fulton. The little Twin Cities here. A little sleepy.
Yes.
A lot about water sports, I would imagine, in the summer.
Unless you're into fishing and relaxing, yeah, not too much to do here.
I love relaxing.
No.
I don't like relaxing, and fishing is not my thing. I would assume that in the summertime, if we're out on the water, it'd be cool.
And
But
because it's a bay area, it's not like the waters are not rough. So it's great for kayaking and paddleboarding. Right now, not the right time of the year to do it, maybe. Or we're just being wussies, probably.
well, that's a little bit of it. We're wussies, and we're not big on the water sports thing. I mean, if I lived here and had a boat, then I could totally see doing the water sports thing. But to come here to do stuff, maybe there's a party atmosphere at night or something. I don't know. Right now, we're grabbing some lunch. Dinner at a place called The Groove. Kind of cool looking. Sitting right here beside the wood chipper. How can it not be a cool place to eat? And they have wood fire pizza, so we're gonna try that. But Rockport, Fulton, not a whole lot for us to do here. The mansion was closed, the state park mansion. We could have done the Maritime Museum, but it looked a little So we're gonna have to see what else there is for us to do.
Not saying we're here for too long anyway. We're already leaving tomorrow.
Yeah, we're leaving tomorrow, so
far that's the update.
That's all we got. Not a whole lot going on. One more thing. We're going to come up with a rating system, or actually we did come up with a rating system this morning during breakfast. We were talking, and the places that we're visiting.
Yeah, and it came up because of this. Sometimes we just spit stuff out, go here, go there, you should check out this. But sometimes some of them are just like, we find them very interesting. Some of them, not so much.
Right.
So we kind of like came up with this rating system.
And we don't want to, we don't want to do the 1 through 10 thing. So we thought we're going to have 4 criteria. Number 1 is going to be kind of overrated. You don't need to go there. The second thing would be if you're in the area. So, you happen to be there, maybe you should stop by and check it out. The third thing would be day trip. So if you're close to it, you should go. And the fourth thing would be add it to your bucket list. Mm-hmm. So for example, if you take the entire San Antonio area, I think and Lori thinks that it should, and we're not always going to agree on this stuff, as we were talking about this morning, but the San Antonio area, for example, I think you should put it on your bucket list. There's so much to see there. There's so much history there that is important to the entire country that I think that it's a must-see place. And a place like Hamilton Pool, for example, we were talking about it. It's a day trip. If you're in Austin or if you're in San Antonio, then go check it out. But if you live in Michigan, don't put it on like something that you have to do before you die. So the bucket list thing is kind of like you have to do before you die. You should do. One of the other things that we were talking about is Big Bend. Big Bend National Park is something that you should do. It is really something to put on your bucket list. There's so much to see, so much to do. You get an idea of what the Rio Grande River is like and what it's like to have 2 major countries separated by just a small river. And
but of course, all of this is just like our opinion.
It's our opinion.
At the end of the day,
which isn't worth a shit.
Like some people like art, and for them it's gonna be a must-do. Going to Motorhome and seeing the how it's called?
The museum in Marfa?
Yeah.
I have no idea. I don't remember.
The Shinadi Foundation.
The Shenley Foundation.
Shinadi.
Shinadi.
Shinadi Foundation.
It was Shinadi.
So
Spaghetti, potatoes.
Anyway.
The Shinadi Foundation.
For some people, it's gonna be a must-do and go. For other people, it's gonna be, not my thing. And the same thing with going to Big Bend. For some people, it's gonna be a must-do. They want to go and see the Rio Grande, experience the canyons and the hikes and all that. For some people, it's gonna be, I don't want to go even close to it. Not my thing. The outdoorsy stuff. I like more city stuff. So this is more based on our opinion, what we like. And like he said, sometimes we're not gonna agree on everything.
Right.
It's like we already don't agree on some stuff. So.
As we found out this morning. But
yes.
We think it'll be kind of a good indication or a good way to share with you guys what we feel you should go visit. The USS Lexington, which you guys saw that video probably within the last day or so.
If in the area.
It's not a bucket list thing that you have to go see, but if you're in the area, it's pretty cool and you should check it out. So that's what we're going to do. I think that's a great...
On the other hand, the USS Arizona,
I think that's a must do. It's a bucket list thing.
Oh, absolutely. Hawaii?
See, it's
Well,
like
that's because it's
they're
Hawaii,
like,
too.
No, it's because they're ships, but they tell totally different stories.
And that's Pearl Harbor, too. So,
Exactly.
Right. Pearl Harbor is a
my point.
bucket list thing that you should do.
That's my point. It's
Yeah.
like there's some must-dos bucket list. There's other ones that, if you're in the area, there's other ones that it's worth a day trip. There's other ones that are totally overrated.
Yeah. So that's what we're doing from here on in, guys. So number 1, overrated. Number 2 is if you're in the area. Number 3 would be a day trip, or maybe you should spend a night or two there. And number 3 would be add that bad boy to your bucket list and make sure that you check it out before you die. So this place called The Groove has wood-fired pizza. Really cool, like thin pizza, cooked to 900 degrees, whatever that means. I don't know why that has anything to do with anything. With some of this charred asparagus, which was awesome, and then some creamed corn. Good stuff. All right, what do you think?
Good, it's very good.
So we did find this free local aquarium. All the fish in this place are local. They're from the waters just outside of the building here, and I don't know if you'll be able to see that. Yeah, you can see that a little bit. So the water's just outside the building, all these fish and stuff that are in the tanks, and they're all donated by local fishermen and people like that. They've got one eel that they said came from the Pacific, but it's all operated on donations and things like that, which we'll drop a couple of bucks on the way out. We're gonna wander around the aquarium and check it out. Pretty cool stuff. And we learn a little bit about the local fish and some of the things that we're seeing out at the Goose Island State Park.
Just to know what's in the water, right?
Yep.
Got it?
Check this guy out here. That's a lionfish.
And there's a tail of the eel.
Oh, and there's an eel in there, yeah. Check him out. That's cool. Check out that little seahorse in there. Pretty cool. He was posing a minute ago. And of course, as soon as I pull up the camera, no go. Oh, there he goes. He's just hanging on with his little tail there. Come on out, seahorse. Come on out. There he comes. No. No, he's camera shy. Okay, this is a Moray Eel. His name is Marley. And he's 5 feet 3 inches long. And this is the one that is, yeah, he's from the Pacific. He was donated by somebody. Check him out. Let me see if I can zoom in on him there. That thing is freaky looking. Sorry, Marley, but you're freaky looking.
With all due respect.
With all due respect. All right, you guys got to see the size of this hermit crab. Check this thing out as I come around the edge of the aquarium. Look at that thing. Like, that's my hand, and it's like, look, it's the size of my hand. I didn't know hermit crabs could even get that big. That is nuts. I don't know if I'm ever gonna go in the water ever again.
That's not here in the Gulf Coast, though.
Huh?
That's not here in the Gulf Coast.
Yeah, it is. It says these are local waters supposed to be.
Oh, really? Well, here it says the lionfish is from Australia, northern Australia.
What'd you find, Lori? That's a stingray tail?
Stingray tail.
Holy smokes. That's an awful long tail for a stingray. So Lorraine and I were just in Walmart. I bought one of those little mini shovels for the RV. Did you know that you have to be over 16 to buy a shovel? They ask for identification. How crazy is that?
But why, she said?
And she told us that she needed that because kids nowadays commit murders at 12 and they might buy a shovel to bury the body. That's freaking hilarious. And this is where we're going to close it out today from Rockport, Fulton. We had a decent day there in Rockport. There's not a whole lot for us to do, but
It was not like a super exciting, just like go, go, go day.
Right.
It was more like a relaxing and just go and see some stuff day.
yeah, just tour around, check out the town. I'm sure there's a lot more going on when it's summer and they're in season. The only thing we could really find is the aquarium which was cool. It was fun. We got to see some of the, you know, what fish and stuff will be in this water here. So that was kind of cool. Learn a little bit about that. So.
And they told us the season starts spring break, right?
Around spring break, yeah. So I guess we would have to come back in spring break to really give a full, honest review of Rockport, Fulton. But pretty cool little town, kind of like most coastal towns in the area. I would think it's
quiet and sleepy.
Quiet, a little bit sleepy, and comes alive a little bit more on weekends, and of course, definitely during spring break and summer. So.
But you can beat the view.
Yeah, the view is pretty crazy. We got this going on here. If this is your first time here, it'd be awesome if you subscribe to the channel, stay up to date on everything that we're doing, and it would be really cool if you like the video. We'll see you again soon in another one. Take care.
And Ozzy and I would say goodbye. He's right there.
He's getting brave. He's getting really brave. Ozzy, what do you think? Just smelling everything.
She's like tucked to my butt.